November 717 Charlie Whiskey has been upgraded to a GMX 200 multifunctional display to augment the number 2 MX20 that was the original display that was in the aircraft. The beauty of this is, in the map function of this aircraft, you not only will have all your nav tracking, you also will have the weather, or in this particular mode, the traffic will come up. We just had a plane that went by us as far as that's concerned, so it went right to that traffic mode because he was so close. We go back to the map mode, the traffic will show right up on the map. This also has XM weather, so XM weather will overlay as it comes up on here. If I pan out on it, it will overlay on the map, and you'll be able to avoid all the weather buildups as you go along. And you can go to the METARS page and the TAF page. You can get more and more weather as you so desire. Also, you'll notice that we're on the ground now, so you notice your obstacles are coming up here. All your airways will come up on here. It also has chart view, so if you wanted to subscribe, you could put the approach plate charts right on there as well. Once again, you notice the traffic came up as we were here. We also it'll have terrain awareness. It'll come up and give you your terrain awareness. This plane also has a WX500 storm scope, and so that storm scope will come up and show strikes or cells if that's what you so wish, overlaying on the map as well. The owner of this aircraft upgraded the Garmin 430 to WAAS, so we not only have our normal Garmin 430, but this is also equipped for WAAS approaches. You also will be able to have your weather show up on the map page on this. You will have your traffic. You have a separate page for traffic, and you have a terrain page, all on this Garmin 430 box. The owner on this aircraft also went and upgraded the throttle controls to a vernier style throttle. The standard throttle in these aircraft were just a push-pull throttle. Well, you notice this one has the vernier throttle. So it's very nice when you're adjusting your power rather than pushing it in and pulling it, to just dial it in or dial it out. And when you're landing, you just dial your power back, dial your power back, dial your power back until your wheels are on the ground. Speed brakes, as we demonstrated on the wing, are right here, so you control the speed brakes, once again for quick descents without having shot cooling or going through clouds, or if you're coming in too hot to an airport, or adjusting your speed or your height on short final. Prop control and mixture control are right here, all vernier, as we said before. The audio panel is an Apollo SL15 audio panel, very, very modern panel, still supported well by Garmin. It's a Garmin panel. The number 2 radio is the Apollo SL30, which is now known as the Garmin SL30. It's a smart radio navcom, still used very prominent in the Garmin line today. The transponder is a Apollo SL70 Mode C transponder, extremely well, works very well. And then below that we have our S-Tech 55 autopilot, and once again this autopilot has the GPSS built into it, so you have GPSS steering where you'll load a flight plan into your Garmin 430 and it'll follow the flight plan and turn it all the waypoints that you put in your flight plan. Of course, the Columbias have electric flaps. You have 2-position landing flaps. One for we do usually take off with 1 notch of flaps, although if you're on a short field, although you can take off with 0 flaps. And then we have our full landing flaps that go down to a full 40 degrees. We have 20 feet of flaps on this plane with those big Fowler flaps. Very effective. Over here we have a cabin fan and your temperature control system. So one of the neat things about this plane is if you get out on one of those frosty mornings and whatnot, you fire your plane up and you can turn the defrost on and turn it to the windshield, turn your fan on, and you can defrost your windshield as well. You'll notice that this is a utility category rated aircraft. Our maneuvering speed for full deflection of controls is 150 knots indicated airspeed. That's pretty high. Also right here you'll notice that all 4 passengers have their own fresh air controllable air vents. All the Lancer Columbia aircraft have a true joystick control for both the pilot and the co-pilot. These controls are linked to your ailerons and your elevators by lifetime pushrod controls. They're directly linked by pushrod controls and bell cranks to transfer the energy. So no springs, cables, and pulleys on this aircraft other than the 2 rudder cables. Like to listen to your MP3 or iPod when you're traveling? This plane has the plug-in connection, so you can hook right into the audio system to play your iPod. And once again, with the audio panel, you can isolate the pilot from the crew, or the two front passengers from the rear passengers, so they can listen to their music and bliss, and you can listen to air traffic control. So November 717 Charlie Whiskey is a tremendous opportunity to get into an extremely well-equipped, high-performance aircraft at a very affordable price. We're asking $216,900 for this aircraft, and it just doesn't get any better than this. I invite you to give me a call. We can come and look at the aircraft, fly the aircraft, and talk about its amenities. You can reach me at, my name is, once again, is Mark Okkerse at M&S Aviation Services. My phone number is 704-663-2364, or you can email me at mark@msaviationservices.com. Thank you for your time.